Hello, everybody. This is Tom Eckert here. You're listening to my podcast, Numerology, a GPS for the Soul. This is your place to learn about the true power of numerology and how to use it to bring out the best in yourself, understand your loved ones better, take wise decisions, and prepare for your future. In other words, how to live your life aligned with your true destiny. Take your time to educate yourself and share these podcasts with your friends and family so they too can enjoy the great benefits of numerology. Enjoy! Hello there, and welcome to all my listeners to another episode in our ongoing series about the 6 ways to empower each and every life path. Today, we're exploring none other than life path number 9. But before I keep saying anything else, if you are new to my podcast, then first of all, welcome. In my podcast, I discuss numerology as a path for inner transformation, spiritual growth, spiritual awakening, the expansion of consciousness, self-understanding. I attempt to make numerology accessible and applicable for everyday matters and do my best to provide you with grounded information so that you can apply numerology in order to live a truly better life, more conscious, more balanced, and more aligned with your soul and your true purpose. Now, here are a few ways you can dive deeper into numerology should you wish to do so beyond this podcast. First and foremost, you can book a numerology reading with me. In a reading, you can ask any question that is burning in your life and get precise answers that are tailored especially to you based on your chart at this point in time. You can read more about my numerology readings and contact me through the link in the episode description to book your reading with me. Now, if you wish to study numerology on a deeper level, or even pursue it as a career or as a developmental path for your own benefit, I invite you to check out my 2 numerology study paths. First, check out my self-study numerology courses that give you the rare opportunity to learn numerology online at your own pace. You can do it on your mobile device, your tablet, or your laptop. My library currently contains 2 self-study courses, but more are coming up. Or if you want to be initiated into the real rare depths of numerology, you can sign up to my complete path of certification where you study directly with me, one-on-one, all the way from a beginner to a numerology expert. And you get certified as a professional numerologist. Now, to read more about both study paths, check out the links in the episode description. In today's episode, I will reveal the 6 ways to bring life path number 9 to its full power and fruition. And like in previous episodes in this series, I will mostly speak to the strengths of number 9, while also addressing one major shadow element that 9s should watch out for. Now remember that everything I'm sharing here is relevant not only if 9 is your life path number, but rather if it is very central in your numerology chart, meaning if it occupies your expression number or soul urge number. My dear numerology lovers, let us dive into the first component, the first advice. And I just want to say that I have a little bit of a cough, so my apologies if I have to clear my throat every once in a while. My first advice for you as a number 9 is live for something bigger than yourself. The foundation of happiness and meaning for a life path 9, the root of it all is dependent on living for a cause or an ideal bigger than yourself. For me, personally, as someone with multiple major 9s in my core chart, it means living for spiritual expansion, spiritual awakening, and for sharing its benefits with all sentient beings. However, every 9 should listen to their hearts and let it guide them authentically to the cause they want to dedicate themselves to. Now, it can be an altruistic cause like helping the poor or saving the environment. It can be activistic like fighting for human rights. But it can also be something unique to you and your path. Don't limit yourself, but also don't invent it forcefully. Let your heart reveal to you what it is that truly matters to you, that truly moves you, and give yourself to that. Number 9 is the most universal number of all. And as such, its fulfillment lies in becoming a universal being. This means that at the root of your life, you are not living only for yourself, but for the collective as well. For some, this may sound a bit scary or even off-putting, especially in the time we're living in, where individualism and selfishness are at the core of everything. But as you know me already, I'm not here to be nice, but to tell you the truth. Live for something bigger than yourself, and you will have established the ground for lasting happiness, lasting fulfillment. This brings me to the second key or advice. Recognize the unconditional giving within you, and then give it for free. If you listen closely to your very own heart, you will discover that at the center, it is like a source of endless abundance. An abundance that has no end and wants to be given without any restrictions. It's an unconditional abundance by nature. To reach a place of happiness, you must create spaces in your life where you simply give for free. Be it love, food, wise advice, a place to sleep in, a shelter for animals, and so on. Being unconditional in your giving is where you feel most at home. Not keeping your riches to yourself, but sharing them with all who come to ask. Such is your potential to be a universal son of giving. You can literally think of the sun and how it radiates warmth and light on our entire planet, regardless of who we are and what we do. If we're good boys and girls or bad boys and girls, it doesn't judge. It just gives unconditionally. That should be, on many levels, your role model and your true north. Learn from the sun and aspire to become one yourself. Giving without keeping score fulfills your heart and your soul. Advice number 3. Change people's lives. Did you know that as a life path number 9, you came here to truly leave a lasting positive impact on people's lives? They don't call 9 the ultimate leader for nothing. But it doesn't have to be anything on a grand scale necessarily. It means that you lead your life in such a way that you become an inspiration for others to follow. It means that when you talk to people, you speak in such a way that their hearts open like flowers, recognizing the sound and feeling of something real, beautiful, and worthwhile, remembering something of the origin of their being. To accomplish that, you will need to evolve, to grow up, to grow in wisdom and light. By doing so, people will naturally be attracted to your presence, to your words and your deeds. You should remind people that we haven't come into this life to just live our own little selfish lives, but that there's something more. far better, that when we lead a universal life, we start experiencing the true fountain of happiness. This is, my friend, is this is your sacred role. And when I'm describing and while I'm describing an ultimate version here, don't let it stop you from inspiring in every little and meaningful way you can. Even picking up litter and throwing it away into the bin can inspire the person walking behind you. Or giving a drink or something to eat to a homeless person on the street. This is a way to live an inspired life, and it is contagious. Now, this leads me to point number 4. But before I keep talking any further, if you are enjoying my podcast, if you are benefiting from it, then please, my friend, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, follow, turn on the notifications bell, and make sure to share it with others who can benefit from it. This goes a long way in helping the algorithm push my podcast to the front and helps me give you more free content. Also, make sure to follow me on Substack, where I write in-depth content about numerology and Dharma. The link is in the podcast episode description. And lastly, my friends, again, make sure to check out the comment section. Please leave a comment. I really love it. Let me know what you think, what you feel. What are your thoughts and opinions? Ask me a question. This does 2 things. A, we build connection, and I will always answer you. B, again, it helps the algorithm recognize my podcast as relevant. And this helps me a lot. And now we're entering the 4th point, the 4th advice to empower life path number 9 to the fullest. Expand your wisdom and keep learning. As a life path 9, you are moved by an almost insatiable urge to grow and expand. You may feel a great appetite to continue learning, expanding, and exposing yourself to new experiences. What you should know is that in essence, you need to expand your wisdom. Now, wisdom, as I speak about it, has not much to do with accumulation of information, but rather about gaining an ever-growing, ever more holistic perspective of life. As a 9, this is an essential part of your destiny. You are meant to become wise. And to that end, you want to always keep learning, expanding, and gaining a broader perspective of life. Allow yourself to learn new things on a regular basis. Let this appetite of yours lead you to explore new territories. Enjoy the sense of constant expansion. Let yourself assimilate and drink everything in. By exposing yourself regularly to new knowledge and letting it open you up, you are building your wisdom and your ever-expanding perspective on life. The fun thing about being a 9 is that your interest may span a wide variety of topics, so don't hold yourself back. Keep on learning, stay inspired, and in turn, you will have more ways to inspire others. By expanding your wisdom, you're also fulfilling a deep longing of your soul to reach a state of completion and wholeness. So, as I promised, I will also give one advice pertaining to your shadow. And this one is a big and important one. 5th advice. Beware of self-aggrandizement and living in a dream. Now, as you know, no life path is exempt from having to deal with a major shadow side. And so the one you should beware of most as a 9 is that of losing perspective and the sense of proportion. Again, a bit like living in a dream. The shadow side of universality and expansion is, well, ego aggrandizement and loss of a grounded perspective. You may find yourself living too much in ideals and grandiose visions of yourself, your future, your role here on earth, and your purpose. Basically, a lot of self importance. Now, if you fall into the trap of self aggrandizement, you will start becoming blind to the people around you and lose touch with the ground. You may also behave very unkindly to those who disagree with your visions. You may start to lose sight of where you truly stand and think yourself to be much more, much higher, much better, a little bit too much in the clouds. This will only lead to a painful downfall later down the road. So, more importantly, you should realize that it is just a confusion of true universality with ego consciousness. They are not the same. The more universality, the less ego, and the other way around. Make sure to have your head in the sky, but your feet deeply rooted on the ground. Be a dreamer, but stay realistic. And that naturally leads me to the sixth and last advice for all you nines out there. Be the universal spirit that you really are. My dear nine friend, you are meant to become the embodiment of true openness and mature freedom. You are meant to know real wisdom that is all inclusive and does not create divisions. Being all inclusive means being a liberal soul at heart, allowing everyone to be as they are, sharing wisdom and love with whoever you encounter, no matter their background, religion, color, nationality, or creed. Everyone should be welcome. Being universal also means opening yourself to the world, traveling and connecting to people of different cultures, allowing yourself to wholeheartedly enjoy the gifts and fragrance of what this versatile world has to offer. You are a woman and a man of all people. Your wisdom should be universal and not limited to a particular religion or spiritual tradition. While you may feel naturally more attracted to one, you should ideally remain open to all. But in your heart of hearts, you should always maintain the knowing that who you really are transcends it all. That who you are is completely free of all ideas, concepts, and structures, and consequently open to hear them all. So, in a nutshell, I would summarize your destiny as such: smile to all people, learn from all people, give to all people. You are meant to be a role model and a source of inspiration. You do that by staying always open and living for something bigger than yourself. That is also your sense and source of meaning and purpose. Make sure to not confuse your universal nature with self aggrandizement. Keep learning, keep expanding, and simply enjoy being a world citizen. And before I wrap this up, if you enjoyed and benefited from this podcast, remember to subscribe, to follow, to give it a like, turn on the notifications bell. It really helps me a lot, and it makes you part of my community. So please go ahead and do so right now. Also, make sure to follow me on Substack, where I write about in-depth content of numerology and Dharma. The link is in the podcast episode description. And remember to also comment, tell me what you think, share questions. I love to connect, and it also helps the algorithm push my podcast to the front. Don't forget, of course, my friend, to check out my professional numerology readings, to experience numerology firsthand, and of course, to check out my self-study numerology courses and in-depth numerology certification studies if you want to acquire deeper mastery of numerology. So, as always, I hope you enjoyed this podcast as much as I did. And I, my friend, will see you in the next episodes. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. If you did, and you want to go deeper into numerology, check out my website, tom-eckert.com. You can also book a numerology reading or even study numerology yourself through my courses. I'll see you in the next episode.